Good morning. I'm Rashawn Gidwani, and you're watching the Daily Morning Note. It's Thursday, the 23rd of February, 2023. Singapore shares declined on Wednesday, along with major regional markets, after Wall Street saw its largest single day fall in 2023 overnight. The Straits Times Index, or STI, falls 0.2%, or 6.82 points to 3,300.04. In Singapore, among the stocks to watch is UOB. Wall Street stocks finished a choppy session, mostly lower on Wednesday, as markets assessed the significance of minutes from the last Federal Reserve meeting, which revealed that nearly all policymakers favored a smaller interest rate hike. UOB's fourth quarter 2022 results were slightly lower than expectations, with normalized net profit of 1.40 billion Singapore dollars versus our estimate of 1.59 billion Singapore dollars. This was mainly due to net interest income growth of 53% year-on-year and other income growth of 62% year-on-year, offset by net fee income dipping 16% year-on-year and higher allowances of 184 million. Fourth quarter 2022 dividend is up 25% year-on-year to 75 cents. Total financial year 2022 dividend at 135 cents. Shares in SATS fell as much as 4.4% on Wednesday after the in-flight caterer and ground handler said it will issue 363.1 million new shares at 2.20 Singapore dollars apiece to raise around 798.8 million Singapore dollars via a renounceable underwritten rights issue. The number of new shares to be issued represents around 32.3% of all existing issued shares. The Certificate of Entitlement, or COE, price in the open category hit a record high of 118,001 Singapore dollars in the tender exercise that closed on Wednesday. The commercial vehicle COE also set a new record price of 87,790 Singapore dollars, and the premiums for all other categories went up. Local public transport operator SBS Transit, a 75% owned company of ComfortDelGro, announced that its financial year 2022 ended December 31st, 2022 earnings have increased by 31.7% to $68 million from $51.6 million a year ago. This comes on the back of a 15.6% year-on-year increase in revenue to $1.5 billion from $1.3 billion last year, with revenue contribution from both public transport services and other commercial services seeing growth. Healthcare services provider TalkMed Group's net profit for the second half rose 28.7% thanks to higher revenue from more oncology patient visits in Singapore. Net profit for the 6 months ended December 31st, 2022 rose to 18.4 million Singapore dollars from 14.3 million Singapore dollars in the corresponding period in 2021. Google Asia Pacific will give up part of the space it leases at Fraser's Logistics and Commercial Trust's Alexandra Technopark property from February 20th, 2024, the real estate investment trust manager said in a filing on Wednesday. The manager of United Hampshire U.S. Real Estate Investment Trust, or United Hampshire U.S. REIT, on Wednesday posted distribution per unit, or DPU, of $0.0297 for the second half ended December 31st, 2022, down 2.6% from DPU of $0.0305 the previous year. Bausted Singapore will raise the offer price to take its mainboard listed real estate subsidiary Bausted Projects private to 0.95 Singapore dollars per share from 0.90 Singapore dollars previously. With the revised offer price final, Bausted Singapore said in a bourse filing on Wednesday. Baidu announced a $5 billion share buyback after reporting better than expected revenue, reflecting how its cloud computing service is offsetting an advertising lull during China's economic downturn. Its shares gained 6% in pre-market US trading. Facebook parent Meta Platforms is planning a fresh round of job cuts in a reorganization and downsizing effort that could affect thousands of workers, the Washington Post reported on Wednesday. The company did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment. Amazon.com says it has completed its purchase of One Medical parent One Life Healthcare, sealing the $3.49 billion acquisition after the U.S. Federal Trade Commission declined to challenge it. The deal gives the e-commerce giant a network of primary care doctors, Amazon's biggest move to date into the healthcare industry. Intel, the biggest maker of computer processors, slashed its dividend payment to the lowest level in 16 years to preserve cash and focus on a turnaround effort. The company will reduce its quarterly payout to investors to 12.5 cents a share for holders payable June 1st, the chipmaker said in a statement on Wednesday. Tesla has begun assembling batteries in Germany but will focus on cell production in the US in light of the Inflation Reduction Act tax incentives, a spokesperson said, one of the first firms to declare a strategy shift prompted by the package. That's all for today. For financial news, tune in weekdays at 8:30 a.m. live on YouTube and Facebook. Please like and subscribe for more. See you again and have a great day.